How's it going? In this video, I'm going to talk about Pennsylvania mountain lions and the truth behind Pennsylvania mountain lions. There's a lot of controversy with them, if they exist in Pennsylvania currently still, where they are, why haven't none been found. I'm going to discuss my honest opinions and what truth I know to all of this mountain lion madness as I'm going through this thick country. So, I have personally seen a mountain lion in Pennsylvania 3 times. Not sure if it's the same one, different ones. Not sure of any of that. It was in the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania where I seen them. And it was probably 6 to 9 years ago, somewhere in that range. I've known people that have said they've seen them, but not many are very sure of what they've seen. But one thing for certain is there's something that people are seeing that reminds them of a mountain lion, hence why they think they're here, which they are, in my opinion. I'm going to say in my opinion a lot, so I'm not saying things that aren't true, and because I try to be as non-biased as possible, but with this certain circumstance, I have seen one, and I do believe they exist in Pennsylvania still. So, according to Pennsylvania's Game Commission, the 1800s, 1900s is when they were eradicated from PA. So that's when the last one was killed. Now, who's to say that one didn't come from Florida? Because Florida has cougars. Up the Appalachian mountain ranges, up the mountain ranges to Pennsylvania. Because if you look geologically at a map, there's multiple mountain ranges that go from all the way down in Florida all the way up to Pennsylvania pretty much. And for an animal of this caliber that can migrate, I don't want to say migrate, but look for prey, mates, they've been known to go up to 70 miles. So who's to say they didn't take the mountain ranges to Pennsylvania and just stay here because it's their environment? Because if you look at Pennsylvania geologically, okay, it is the perfect environment for a big cat. There's prey, tons of habitat, and it's just, overall, it makes sense that they would still be here. Now, I'm going to go over one of my sightings and just put it out on YouTube just to see if I can get opinions on it. So, I was in the Poconos in a community that's near Hickory Run State Park. Now, it was about 10:30 in the afternoon, and there was 3 of us. Myself, my other friend, and my brother. We were walking down a dirt road that borders the edge of the community when we saw one run out in front of us on the road and run across the road. Now, all 3 of us know what mountain lions are. We know what they look like. And we immediately knew what we saw. Fast forward 2 months later after this first encounter, I spoke with a state cop who claims he's seen them a dozen times in Kidder Township, Pennsylvania. Now, there is no reason for this particular officer, almost fell, to lie about what he's seen, because he's not gaining anything from saying he's seen a mountain lion. And I honestly believe him, because I've seen one too. Now, the second sighting I had was I was fishing a thick swamp near a creek. And I'm going through the swamp. It's like January, there's a little bit of snow on the ground. And I come out through a clearing in the middle of the swamp, and it was standing there across the creek in a thicket. I could just see the swooping L tail with the black tip on it, but I immediately knew what I saw. As soon as it saw me, it took off into the swamp, and I could hear it just pouncing, jumping around, and I lost sight of it. Now, the third time I've seen it, never saw it. I heard it. And it was a cat yowl, I guess is what you would call it. Sounded just like house cat, except amplified. And mind you, I'm nowhere where there's good house cat population. So there was no reason one should have been 3-4 miles in the middle of the swamp, screaming. So I heard it across the valley that I was on. So I was on a valley. And I was on the ridge of the valley across from the hill where the mountain lion was. And I could hear it screaming. And it was a sound like a lady getting murdered almost. That's the only thing I can compare it to. I don't know what that sounds like, but I'd imagine it would sound like what I heard. So anyway, it's dark now. I'm leaving, walking out in the dark of this creek, in a swamp in the middle of nowhere, with a little flashlight only. No knife, no idea where I'm really at, and I hear this. Now, I've lived in Pennsylvania my whole life. I've seen just about every animal there is in Pennsylvania, and mountain lions included. Now, I've spoke to people, I've seen tracks of mountain lions in the Poconos. If there is a population here, there probably isn't a big population. Hey, there's bear poop, imagine that. Also, I'm back in the same valley as I was 2 days ago. Oh, there's hair. Same swamp area, kind of. I'm just on a different part of it now. But, yeah, it was just very odd that I've been told so many times that there's mountain lions here, and I've seen them myself. Other people I know have seen them. And kind of just makes sense that they're here. Now, in the comments, I want y'all, if you've ever had an experience in Pennsylvania with a mountain lion, drop your experience, drop your story if you feel comfortable. Because I do want to make a discussion video with somebody else that has seen it, or heard it, or whatever it is. Because I want to make awareness to them being here in Pennsylvania. The Game Commission swears up, down, left, and right they're not here. And that's to keep tourism, in my opinion. The state parks and whatnot bring a good majority of the money to the Pocono Mountains. Same with the tourist towns and the hiking trails and whatnot. So it would make sense that they wouldn't want people to know that they exist here, because people wouldn't go hiking then. If you look at places like California, where there is a high mountain lion density, hiking in the summertime has declined over the years, and that's because people are afraid. Now in Pennsylvania, right, with bears, everybody knows bears are here. It is what it is. They don't bother anybody. It's the same thing with a mountain lion. There's a rib cage again. Another rib cage. Huh. So the whole thing, I believe, with it at least, is that they are here, they do exist, there's not many, and the Game Commission's covering it up. Now, these are just theories. These aren't 100% proof. Take everything I say with a grain of salt until you have an experience of your own, or you have an opinion of your own. When I started this channel, I said I would never feed people false information, and I intend to stay true to that. There's a nice buck rub right here. Now, the other thing I hear a lot too is oh, they're in Jersey, they're in Ohio. If these mountain lions are here in Pennsylvania, they're everywhere. It's as simple as that. They adapt so well to environments, and they can go almost unnoticed in the ecosystem, given opportunity. Almost completely unnoticed. You wouldn't even know they exist unless you've seen them. And it's become kind of like a ghost story in Pennsylvania. People saying they've seen mountain lions. And there was that hoax a couple years ago. That guy shot one near Route 33, which turned out to be a hoax. It was shot in a completely different state, completely different county. And this is what happens. People shoot them in Washington, let's say, or somewhere else. Take the picture. They live in PA, and they're like, oh, well, I shot it in PA. Well, more bear scat. More bear scat. Man, this swamp never ceases to amaze me at how much bear crap there is. But, also, the reason why I'm back in the swamp here is because there's apparently another, like, 2 or 3 miles of it that I didn't explore. And I figured I'd just go walk down here, quote a quick video on my opinions on Pennsylvania mountain lions. And, honestly, if any of you guys watching this have seen one, I wouldn't really worry about them. They're no different than a bear with the way that they would attack you. I feel like the chance of an attack in Pennsylvania is very, very low. Simply because you're bigger, sunk in the mud. You're bigger than they are, and they're opportunistic. They're not gonna take on a full-grown adult male just to eat them. I walk out here pretty much no fear of anything, simply because I know what lives out here. I know what's here, and I know my chances. Now, you always gotta take caution if you're at an area where there's dangerous wildlife such as bears, mountain lions. But I personally wouldn't even worry about them. They exist, but I wouldn't really worry about them. I'm back at that little spring I was at the other day. I'm gonna go up instead of going around. The other thing too is, if there is indeed a steady population of mountain lions here, you would think more people would find them dead. That is not the case at all. Mountain lions, bears, a lot of times when they're gonna die, they go hide. And that's because they don't want to bring predators back to the others. Now, I'm not sure bears do that, but I know mountain lions, coyotes, foxes, stuff of that caliber, they do that. They'll go hide if they're gonna die. So, that could be why we haven't found many actual skeletons in Pennsylvania of cougars, but once again, I'm not really sure of that fact 100%. I just read it. Oh, man, this train's steep. So, I'm probably gonna make a real short video here, probably just 15 minutes of this. But go ahead and drop your stories in the comments below. Hopefully this gets some views, because I really want to bring light to this topic. I've been following headlines, stories, articles, all of this mountain lion craze, and I said before I've seen one. Same one 3 times or different ones, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see a mountain lion video part 2, go ahead and leave a comment about it. I will do it. And if you'd like to see more videos of just me walking around the woods talking about topics, leave a comment as well. But yeah, as you can see, there's nothing nearby really. This way at least. There is a road right up there. One thing I'm worried about being back here is that it is flintlock season. Now, flintlock, muzzleloader, same thing pretty much. But I don't think anybody's really gonna be back in the swamp hunting, just because it's private property. And who the hell's gonna go walk through a big swamp like this just to shoot a Bambi? Because there isn't really many big bucks back in here. I've seen deer back in here, but I've never seen anything that was a buck or big. So, I guess that's a good thing. Now, I am gonna continue into where I was yesterday and continue talking. So, also, if you all would like to hear my almost chased by a bear story, I will upload that and talk about that. This particular story happened like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in the Poconos, of course. And if you want, I will do a whole video on it. And I actually have pictures as well. Oh, there's a bear right over there. Right over there, there's a fucking bear. Dude, you can't even see it on the camera. Right over there. There's a bear. I can't even get the focus. Focus. Come on, focus. Oh, that's a little bit spooky. I kind of figured I would jump a bear in here just because of this swamp, man. It's thick, it's back in, and it's where nobody would want to go. I am going to go that direction now, because I should be fairly good. I don't know where he went, but he was right in the edge of that clearing right there. And I wish I had a better camera so y'all could really get an idea of what I saw. But I think that was a bear. I don't know for sure. It could have been just eyes playing tricks on you looking at the rhododendron, but We're gonna go walk over there so I can find a print or something. Something to prove, or something to tell me what I saw. There's a track right there. Dude, this is so much swamp, man. Every time I come down here, I'm wet instantly. It's just how it works. Something else also that I've heard a lot of talk about recently is Bigfoot in Pennsylvania. Now, that is a whole nother video and a whole nother topic. But there is quite a few cryptids that exist in Pennsylvania, supposedly. And Bigfoot, I think, is the most probable out of all of them. Bigfoot and skinwalkers, I believe, are the most probable thing to exist that's supernatural. I'm not sure if Bigfoot would be considered supernatural, but for the sake of my... Yeah, right here's where that bear was. Oh shit, you can see the track. You can see the tracks, yeah. He was right here. Yeah, he went this way. There's another track. Yeah, that was a bear. Another track. Yeah, that was a bear for sure I saw. Cool. I do have a knife on me just because I bring it with me when I go into the woods. Just for safety and to be intelligent and not walk out here unarmed with something. Because there is a chance you could run into a big angry bear. And I don't know if little short kids on the menu, but I hope not. I'm gonna upload this and right back to my house. I just like going out here and recording videos rather than sitting inside and just talking. I feel like people would find it more interesting to see where I am, what I'm doing, where I'm walking, see new things while listening to me tell a story. Now, if you'd like another type of video of me just sitting down and talking and a face reveal video, I would do that. But not at this current moment. I don't have enough subscribers, nor do I really want my identity out there floating around. Prefer to stay anonymous, but if y'all want to see a face reveal video and a talk video... Oh, and I just got wet. Fuck me. Oh, excuse the language. It's fun country back in here. Yeah, I can't believe I saw a bear. That was cool. I knew what I saw, dude. I knew I saw that black blob just sitting over here. Yeah, look at this. Logs just shredding it, my bear. Oh. There's a big rock. Now, don't take anything I say with wildlife 100% just because I am human. I don't know everything. I'd like to say I know a decent amount about wildlife and Pennsylvania's woods, but always someone out there that knows more than me, so if at any point I say something that isn't true, please do correct me respectfully. I'm just out here trying to make content that's interesting and people haven't seen before. Now, I know this is basically fucking rewinded content, coming back to the same swamp, walking the same area, but trust me, there is a reason. Because of how many bears are here. And I really want to get a bear on video up close. A nice one. A big one. Because there is a 450-pound boar that comes to my house quite frequently. And he is just big and mean. Random Tupperware container just sitting here. It has corn in it. That's weird. I don't see a tree stand or anything nearby. But a Tupperware container with corn. I did not do that. Nor do I know who would have done that. That's weird. I'm going to go hightail it out of the swamp. Because I do not feel alone back in here. Oh. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. Like and subscribe if you want. And I will catch y'all with another video. Leave a comment of what you want to see. Bigfoot video, bear video. I have a whole lot of stories to tell. And these aren't just stories, because a lot of them I have proof. Deer poop. I have proof of the events happening. And it's entertaining for other people to Here. How do I get out of here now? Well, y'all, if this video never gets uploaded, I died. If it does, I made it out somehow. Alright, peace.